Good morning and welcome to day 9, I think. Friday, I think. Don't know. Gets to the stage where you lose track. Good night in the hostel in Hawes. Fish and chip shop is superb. Absolutely cracking fish and chips. So Tan Hill today, I'm getting away just after 6. This is slightly less busy than it was yesterday afternoon. The place was absolutely hoaching. So about 17 miles to go today. Should be the chance for a cafe or a pub stop along the route. Got my new boots, which at the moment are pretty comfortable. But this is Hawes. Thriving metropolis. Anyway, I need to find out where I'm going, and I'll see you a bit further up the path. Do get a bit of a walk in this morning. I think half a mile or so. But then this is just going to be a long drag up into Great Shunner Fell. But once I'm on top of there, I think that's the vast majority of the climbing done. Today, though, I think there's a few sort of short, steep sections. We'll see how we get on. But, yeah, heading up onto that lot. Hips are quite sore overnight, but I don't feel too bad right now. Yeah. Also, I've broken the 100-mile mark, I should say. Hawes is about 102 miles from Edale, so sitting on about 2/5 of the way there. Right, top tip for you. Coming out of Hawes, heading north, there's a little path across the field that cuts a corner. If you've got a big backpack, don't use it, because you cannot get through that bloody gate. Holy cow! Right, only cuts off a few yards, but use the road, trust me. There we go, Hawes just in the distance. Hostel is just behind that camper van below the hill. Not a bad spot for the night, to be honest. I'm away a little bit later than I wanted to be. Got up at 4, but everything seemed to take quite a long time this morning. Hey ho, 6 o'clock is a good start. Big problem is I've got a meal booked at Turnhill for 6:30 tonight. Hopefully that's enough time to get in. 12 and a half hours for 17 miles, but yeah, a lot of ascent today. Hello pal, you stay where you are. It's going to be a slow one today. I keep stopping to take video footage or photos, but it's just been the best start this morning through these fields. Temperature's great at the moment as well. The only thing I don't like about being in this field, the number of gates and pinch styles, makes life really awkward. There we go. So nearly done with the walk-in. Another tight gate. This could have been another option actually. Might have been a good idea pushing on. There's a few dippers down there and a grey wagtail dipper. Can't get up to the waterfall at the moment because the pub shut unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to crack on. Started the climb now. So you can probably tell by my heavy breathing. Now looking back over Hawes, but this is the surface that's an absolute killer. Just sort of the packed stone, and you just can't get your foot flat on it. It's really quite awkward, actually quite stamina sapping, but it is what it is. I ain't got any choice but to walk on it. So 3 miles to Keld. Hopefully the coffee shop might be open. If it doesn't open till 10, well, I don't think I'll hang about. I think it must be about 7 o'clock now. Yeah. And I think we're saying goodbye to limestone country again. Back to the peat bog. Knees are groaning a bit this morning. We're nearly out on the open moor now. So, not too steep, steady climb. Just 1 foot in front of the other, we'll get there. But I'm settled into a nice rhythm. We'll see how we get on. Still got quite the climb to go. That's plenty of excuses to stop, turn around and have a look back at where I've come from. Nice little flat bit on this. Guess this was a pack horse route as well. It's certainly a well engineered road, but yeah, keeping a good pace going with the odd rest, but my left knee and my left hip are really grumbling at the moment. But I'm making better time than I hoped for. So I think I've done about 3 miles ish. So by the time I get down into Keld, maybe done 5 or 6. Oh boy. I think the 3 miles on the signpost at the bottom to Keld was a load of pork pies. I've still got maybe a good 2 miles to get to the top of Great Shunner Fell up this way. Hill's really eased off, which is great, but my left knee is getting quite painful actually. It feels like I may have twisted it. Gonna have a bit of a rest here on this rock for a while and check how things are going. But I think that's the worst of the climb over yet, so it's just a long steady drag up to the top of this. Looking back down into Wensleydale is just no words for it. Someone coming up behind me, a little black dot in the distance, probably impossible to make out on the screen, but the ridge right in front of us, that's the Cam High Road that we walked over yesterday, and I think it's Ingleborough. My head's frazzled. One of the 3 peaks anyway, just that big lump in the background. Can't see Pennine Way, it's hidden by the there. Still got a bit of a climb to go. Can see the shelter up there. That's where we're aiming for. I think I'll have a good break up there. Knees holding out just. Let's get going again. Made it to the top of Great Shunner Fell. It's a drag and a half, but a steady one. A couple of short steep bits, but nothing problematic. But there we are. Made it to the top. The beast. About 3 miles down Thwaite now. It's not exactly warm up here. Couldn't hang about for too long because I was getting a bit cold and I didn't really want to put my waterproof jacket on. And there's a view down towards, I think, is it Muker? Oh good grief, right, I'm going to have to put this away because look at the path. Weirdest thing right now, just coming down from the summit there, put the sack back on and it feels like there's absolutely no weight in it at all. Now I'm hoping that it's not a case that everything's falling out on the way up, but it's bizarre. You know, it's for a lot of this I've really felt the weight on my back, especially going uphill, but it feels like there's nothing there at the moment. It's weird. Looking back at the top of Great Shunner Fell, and again it's just a little bit hazy, but wow. That ain't half bad, is it? Fortunately we've got a clear path down at the moment. Rain's on. That's Great Shunner Fell. I'm sort of swung round in a bit of a horseshoe. We're heading towards this valley here. Or Dale. Swaledale, I think it is. Anyway, it's quite hard on the feet again with these slabs, but makes navigation easy. You don't need to think about where you're going. Also means you make relatively good progress as well. You're not trying to wade through peat tags or bog. Must be coming into civilization. Walls are beginning to appear, and these typical barns and the dales as well, so it shouldn't be too long to be down in Thwaite, and I think that's going to be somewhere around the 9 mile mark. So I'll have about 7 miles up the Tan Hill. along with I think a couple of climbs. But yeah, just about due for a break. Hopefully something will be open for lunch down there. But I think we made pretty good progress this morning, better than I thought I would make anyway. Oh, this path has suddenly become a bit treacherous. Oh, look at that. I'm going to spend more time looking at the path than the view, unfortunately. Oh, that descent seemed never ending on that path. Oh, really hard on the knees. We're almost there. Can almost smell lunch. Please be open, please be open, please be open, please be open. Oh, I need to have a sit down anyway. Here. If this isn't open, I might have a bit of a cry. Oh, I'm absolutely... I'm not too bad, it's just my feet are a bit sore and my knees are a bit sore. Oh, crumbs. It's a nice bench there anyway. Villages in Yorkshire are a lot prettier than the ones in the Peak District. I've got to say for that. Well, Eden was nice. Anyway. Tea rooms, is that what it says? I hate these things. Blooming things shut on you. Actually propel you out the other side. We're heading up onto that. So apparently these barns are called cow houses, are actually for keeping livestock, well, cows, housed during the winter. I need to investigate a little bit more, but that's quite interesting. But there's one of these barns on almost every single field. We are going up that way. This section from Thwaite through to Keld is just, well, this so far has been the best bit of the walk for me. I'll just pan round a bit so you can see. The good weather helps, but just the route brings you up the hill out of Thwaite and sort of contours round the hillside. Be dropping into Keld fairly shortly, sort of just round this bend in the dale. But it really is just, it's blowing me away. First class trail. That has been, without a doubt, the roughest section of path. Must be nearly at Keld. But wow, that was hard work. Just going across a scree slope, rocky terrain. Hard going. Once we get down into the valley, I think I'm going to take another good long break, check how far I've got to go. Got a good climb up the other side, but then it should be just a steady rise up to Tan Hill, hopefully. Maybe from here no more than 4 miles. But by heck, that was slow going and was rough. Oh, river's well down. But this looks like the perfect water stop. I'm going to get down there and drink to my heart's content. Just how quickly the weather changes here. Sun was out just a minute ago and now there's these rather ominous looking clouds coming over. But just crossed the coast to coast, down at the waterfall there. So that is on the hit list. When I'll get round to it, I don't know. But I fancy walking the coast to coast, east to west rather than the west to east. So I'm actually finishing in the lakes. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm going up the steep hill. Because I'm really nosy. Everything's fairly new. Ow. Bloody nettles. Tell you what, wouldn't be the worst spot to bivvy down in bad weather. Well, back to Moorland it is. The last hop into Tan Hill. Great thing about Moorland, no stone walls, no pinch stiles, no step stiles, none of those booby trap gates. Curlew's not too happy about me being here though. So quite a steep climb out of Keld, but now I think it's just fairly steady climb all the way to Tan Hill now. I think it got about 3 miles, 5.5k, something like that. So nearly there. It's been a tough day, but a good day. Well, not far off the finish, but here's the final kick in the trousers for the day. I think this is actually going up over Tan Hill, so we got a bit of a climb up over that, then it's downhill to the pub, so maybe about 1.5 miles or so. Not feeling too bad, all things told. It's been a cracking day, but boy, it's just what you need at the end of a 17 miler. Right, let's keep plodding. I hope you can hear me over the wind because it's blowing a gale. This is probably the biggest psychological success that I've had. But I always thought if I can get here, I'll finish the trail. This was some big days behind me. I've got a few shorter days now, but yeah, so pleased to see this place. It's a bit of a watershed. It's still not going to be easy, but you know, I thought I was going to be struggling to get here, especially with the length of day I've had today. But we're here, we've made it. I've got a big grin on my face. I'm going to go in, I'm going to have a pint, and then I'm going to find somewhere to pitch the tent. But here we are. 4.25 miles from here. Some walk.